YouTube? I'm Cody. I'm a fourth year medical student. Welcome back to my channel. So this week I'll be talking about the dreaded topic of student loan debt. So I'm just going to cut to the chase, no fluff, none of that, just straight facts. All right, so let's make up a scenario for an example. So let's say we have Jim, right? Jim is a first year attending. He's a general surgery attending, and he has $400,000 in student loan debt. Jim's like, okay, man, I make like $30,000 a month, so I'm just gonna extend I'm gonna refinance my loans, whatever, do everything right, and I'm just gonna pay him over like a 15-year period, right? So Jim's thinking, I make $30,000 a month. What's a $3,000 a month payment for my loans? So let's say we get to year 15. Jim is finally done. At the end of that year, Jim would have ended up paying $561,000. Right? He borrowed $400,000 and he ended up paying $561,000. So he ended up paying $161,000 more than you borrowed. Is that smart? I don't know. So this advice can really go to any profession, but for the sake of this channel, let's just stick to medical school, okay? So for those of you who don't know, typically you do 4 years in undergrad, then you do 4 years in medical school, no salary, right? Then after medical school, you do 3 to 7 years of residency, which is like your training program for your specialty. And you start off around $50,000 and then you gradually increase that number as you progress through residency. Now, some people opt to do a fellowship, which is further specialization. And those guys and ladies typically make around $68,000 to $75,000. Not bad. Then after you choose to either do a fellowship or go straight into becoming an attending after residency, you'll then start making the $200,000 to $500,000 depending on your specialty. So it's like a gradual increase in your salary. So I've just been playing with scenarios like this, moving X amount of years, how long would it take, this, that, and the third, and it just makes the most sense to pay the student loans back as short and quickly as possible. So that's what the topic of today's video is going to cover. I want to share with you guys how I intend to pay my student loan. So my plan is to go with the flow for residency, living off the increase in salary over a few years, but living below my means definitely and saving a lot of money. I most likely won't be doing a fellowship because of the specialty that I'll be going into. So when I become an attending, I plan to live like a fellow for at least 4 to 5 years. And I'm gonna tell you why. A few reliable sources of mine threw some numbers at me as a first year attending coming out of your residency program, right? And so let's say I average all those numbers, and then after tax, let's say I make about $220,000, right? Let's just say these are just numbers that they threw at me, right? $220,000. A fellow typically lives off of $68,000 to $75,000. So let's say I choose to live off of $70,000, which is great. It's a nice salary, right? That leaves me $150,000 left that I can use to pay my student loans back. Now, just bear with me. I know that sounds like a lot of money, but let's just think long term here, okay? So let's say I have $400,000 in student loan debt. How long will it take me to pay that back if I'm contributing $150,000 a year? I'll give you some time. So it would take me 3 years to pay off my loans completely, including any interest that had accrued over that time. That's crazy, right? So now let's look at me and Jim in 15 years, right? So 15 years from attendinghood, if that's even a word, Jim would just be becoming debt-free, right? Just paid $500,000 even though he borrowed $400,000. He had been paying at $3,000 to $4,000 a month, right? Making those monthly payments on time. But let's just say, right? I had been debt-free already for 12 years. And the money that I would have been paying for student loan debt, I had invested into some mutual funds or ETF, something low, something like not even really complex, right? Maybe like an 8% or 10% return every year, right? 2% counting inflation or 4% counting inflation, whatever. Let's just say I did some simple investments, right? In 15 years, the amount of money that I would have made just by contributing the money that I would have been paying for student loans would be about 10 to 15 million dollars. While Jim, on the other hand, he's out of pocket for $500,000. So, 15 million versus paying $500,000 over the course of 15 years. I think this one kind of wins. So my advice would be, live well beneath your means for a few years. It doesn't take that long. You can do it, especially for those younger folks. I know, the older medical students and older students or whatever, you're ready to get to your lifestyle, quickly. But you waited this long, right? What's another few years, right? So 3 years, paying back everything, you're debt free. Done, right? Now you got another 2 years. On the next vlog, I'm gonna tell you what to do with those other 2 years and how you can get the house of your dreams and your dream car within those 2 years, But for now, let's just focus on, handling that debt, getting this debt snowball rolling over whether it's 2 years or 5 years, however long it takes you to get debt free, right? Live well beneath your means. And when I say that, that means don't add any more debt to the debt you already have. So you coming out of a residency and you becoming an attendant, I got these big bucks, boom, boom, this. I wanna go buy a Porsche or whatever, but I'm gonna make some payments on a Porsche, right? I'm gonna pay like $1,000 a month on a Porsche. So you tell me you go put yourself in even more debt by getting a fancy car, plus you have all these student loans? It doesn't have to be that way, right? It doesn't have to be that way at all. But like I said, that's a topic for next week. We're gonna cover that in a different vlog. But now, just kind of think about, living beneath your means. Get that ingrained in your head. So by the time you get there, you'll be already mentally prepared for it, And it's not bad. We don't have a salary in medical school. We're gonna be increasing our salary gradually. Don't worry about it, Live beneath your means for, I say that with like 10 times, 3 to 5 years, and I promise you'll be happy. And this is, obviously I haven't done it yet because I'm in medical school, but this is proven facts, These are real life scenarios from real people, right? And what's the difference between them and I, or them and you? Nothing. So I'm not a financial expert. I'm not saying that at all, but I studied the game, and I'm not trying to give you guys personal financial advice, none of that. I'm just conveying to you guys what I'll be incorporating into my life will work best for my family and I. So that's that. Also, I know there's other ways, trust me, I don't need you to put in the comments, you can do this. I know there's other ways that you can pay back your loans. There's the 10-year forgiveness plan, which I don't think anybody has gotten their loans forgiven yet, but that's another topic. You can do military, you can serve in a rural area. And for me, I do want to serve the underserved community. So that may play a factor into it, but again, it's up to you. I'm just sharing this info with you guys that I've been getting, from reading, listening to podcasts, and just, getting advice from doctors that, have done what I plan to do. So that's it. I'm done ranting for now. It's just been a topic that's been on my mind for a little bit, and I wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, this week's book highlight is Dave Ramsey's The Total Money Makeover. And a lot of these principles that I talked about today come from this book. Just getting that snowball rolling and getting on that total money makeover. This was a good book. On Amazon, like $14. Gems. It's like my favorite word now. So yeah, I'll put the link in the description for this book. Make sure you read it. It's fire. Real easy read. And yeah. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're trying to get to 1K. So you over there, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload another vlog. That's it, guys. If you have any questions, any comments, any content that you want uploaded, make sure you drop it down below in the comment box.